Hello? Uh, I don't know why you weren't following, but I appreciate you following now. But the fact you said why wasn't I following, I assume this is someone I've already spoken to before? But hello. Um dun, 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 dun. Oh, I see. Let's go. Are y'all ready, chat? Okay, wait. I want to show y'all something that I just realized that I'd never done before. Here, one second. Let's go over here like that. And we're gonna add in I think this, right? Yes. Yes, this is perfect. Then let me try this. One moment, chat. One moment. Wait, y'all can hear me, right? Yeah. Okay. That's good. Oh, okay. There we go. Why the? Oh, there he is. Check DMs. I'll be the best chat you've ever chatted. How are you, though? Yep. You clear. Okay, let's go. Let's see this. Doop. Doop. Okay. Now let's grab this. I am very excited. Let's do this. Let's turn that up just a little bit so I can see this. And then everything should be in place to start the stream. Okay. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Begin! Okay. So now, I actually want to just take a second to just show my model. Because I've never actually, thinking about it, I've never actually, like, shown my model. If I'm right about this. Wait, is it this? Maybe on another day, I will, do the full. But, okay, so that's that. There's the dice in the eye. Y'all see that? Pretty cool. That's a throwback. When I was having them rig my model, they had me choose expressions I could do. And if you look in the eye, it's actually a throwback to my old model, because my old model used to have dice in the eye. But instead of it being like an actual dice, it was just the pupil. Like the black of the eye was in the shape of a dice. Yeah. Yo. Okay, whatever. I keep forgetting about this one though. Every now and then I need to remember about these. Okay, anyway. That is that for now. And then we're gonna come over here. And we are going to click this little button right here. What's the game I'm playing today? Oh, you're about to see once I have this pulled up, which I meant to do this first, actually. I'm already throwing, I'm selling. It's part 2 to a game I played on Valentine's. So there is like an epilepsy warning. Like here, I'm just gonna go through this again. This was on part 1. Valentine's, what's that? Wait, nerd alert. Well, what number is on the I die? A 6. What's the game you're playing today? Valentine's, what's that? Never happened. But yeah. The game is called Serial Lover. It's a rhythm-based game. I actually am trying to think if there's been any flashing light yet. I don't think there's been like a flashing light scene yet, so I think the risk is still there. Clover Pit better. I actually fell in love with this game when I played this game on Valentine's, because the characters are well written, but like it also reminds me of another game I fell in love with. That like I played that entire game. It was like a 15-hour to complete the game. But I didn't stream when I played. It's called Yet Another Killing Game, and it's giving me heavy vibes to that. Yeah, let me check something. Okay, so yeah, that does show. Okay, but yeah. I'm very excited to continue this. The only bad part is I had to go 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. But I think you're gonna be wanting to rate some of these characters after you see them. The story so far, there's 6 characters. Not including the main character. One guy, yeah. One guy out of out of the 6 characters, the other 5 are they're all the other 5 are all girls. We've gone through 2 of the girls' backstories because you have to. Right now, I'm here. I'll just show. But here's the warning. Going through this. This was a warning that's just for the player. And then, obviously, as the warnings on my stream show right now, mature content, violence, suggestive themes, yada yada. We're gonna continue. So the game's been really fun. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's where we were. Because I was I was showing Wave that. Wait, it is? It's like really loud. Here, let me see if I can turn that down. Let me turn that down a little more. Okay. I think it might have just been the main menu, because I think the main game isn't too loud, but we will check. So as you can see, these were the 2 paths we did previously. So I need to come here and I need to pick another one of the girls or the guy. I was gonna wait till the end to go down Ben's path. So I'll go with Andrea. Background music isn't too loud now. You good? Okay, cool. You go to one of the bedrooms expecting to find Andrea, but to your surprise, the room is empty. Hi, Gachito. Are you looking for me? Andrea reveals herself from behind you as if awaiting your arrival. I have some questions for you. questions. That's a little, yeah, yeah. I I agree. That's a little disappointing. What was your life like before waking here? You want to know more about me? Well, I think you know enough. The mystery is more fun, isn't it? Besides, there's better ways to learn what I like. I need to know about your past. I waited for you, and all you have are questions. Yeah, we're about to die, aren't we? Maybe you aren't so special after all. Andrea's tone is heavy with disappointment. She seems to have lost all genuine interest in you. Maybe if you go back, you could learn more about her and think of another way to approach this. How unfortunate. Yep. Okay. So, we're dead. But this keeps happening. Every time you go to talk with them, you have to go back. I just played through until they kill me so that I can go back. Because I could easily just skip back to this night, but that'd be boring. So I've been playing through the whole scene just so I could get the extra little bit of lore. Wish my PC wasn't broken so I could play Astral. Yo, that's, yeah, no, I would love to play Astral Party with everyone again. It's really unfortunate about not being able to play. Actually, let me check something really fast. For whatever reason, I thought I had done this correctly, but looks like I was slightly off when I did this. There you go, that's better. Now the characters aren't going over the screen. When I buy my PC upgrade, I'll get Astral first thing, probably. Nice. Let's go, let's go. As well as some other games if you let me know what to look at. That is very fair. Honestly, for now, being able to play Astral Party with everyone again would be awesome because I have not played in like half a year. Like since you stopped playing, no one else has played. Like we all stopped playing because there wasn't enough people. So we like haven't touched the game and I haven't had any desire to play just alone. So yeah, whenever you're able to, that'd be awesome. We can get everyone back together, get the gang back together to play. Let's go, let's go. Okay, what was the thing that was last said here? Okay, so now I have to sleep with Andrea so that we can find out what was going on with her and we can find out her past. Because basically, long story short, just a quick rundown for everyone that's new, the stream, anyone that's watching or coming in. Long story short, we have to go back in time because we have the ability, like after we die, to go back to a previous point. So we're going back in time to figure out their past because Harmony is trying to figure out everyone's past because she has a theory for why everyone's here. You'll understand more as I play. But yeah, long story short, I've already figured out her true past and her true past. Like I've gone back in time, slept with them, gone to the future, spoken with them, and they told me their story. She killed her sister. Her dad went basically crazy because she lived on a farm with her father, her mother, her, and her sister. Her mom passed away, then her father went crazy because he couldn't handle it. She kept taking care of her father. One day, she had bought a shovel with her sister. They're coming home. She gets into a bad argument with her sister, and she killed her sister, but she has really bad repressed memories, so she doesn't even realize to this day that she killed her sister or all the other people she's killed henceforth because she represses everything. So the part of her that's killing people is like tucked away deep inside of her, and she doesn't realize that she's killing people. Um, this girl was bullied really bad. She used to be really, really kind, but a whole bunch of unfortunate events happened to the point where it all just stacked, and so she started killing people because she lost it. Like she wanted revenge basically on people, and so now she went from being like a really kind person to just hating people and feeling like everyone should die. Holy lore. So yandere with SPD basically. Yeah, something along that. The every single one of these characters is a serial killer. Um, and we're finding out their past one by one, which is why I got so invested into this. Cause yeah, this girl right here straight up says that she wants your skin. Like she says twice that you have nice skin, and then you find out when she finally kills you in the after So far, what's happened so far is after we get their lore, they go on a killing spree. Like after we found her lore, she just killed everyone else. And in both of their I think this is gonna happen with everyone. They kill every other person, and then they save us for last. After they've killed everyone else in the house, they come for us and they kill us. Um, and with our dying breath, we have like a Subaru ReZero moment where we like see like their most true colors right before we get sent back. For her, she after she stabbed us through the chest with the butcher knife, she basically pulled it out, and as we're dying, the last thing we see is her carving out a piece of her flesh, and it finally made sense because she said that her father would come to visit her sometimes, and she said, "Didn't you know he's come to see me since then?" And so she truly believes that her father is still alive. I have no idea where if her father actually is still alive, if she killed him, if he died of sickness and she just couldn't handle that because she was all alone after killing her sister. I don't fully know the full extent of what happened. All I know is that she basically her father was like everything to her and she just kind of lost it. So she the reason she likes skin so much is the skin reminds her of her father. Um 1 second. Or like are you wanting to confirm something? Or was that something else? But yeah. Long story short, uh I have been murdered multiple times. I've gone a full ReZero Subaru. This main character has gotten Subaru'd over and over again, and basically has a kind of like return by death ability. But unlike Subaru, whose return by death only kicks in when he dies, our main character can return without needing to die. I think he can return without needing to die. No, he has to have some kind of ability to teleport back because he's able to go all the way back to the very first night. Um so yeah. So now we're going to find out why she became, cuz she's like a very seductive type character. But we're about to find out what made her the way she is. Sounds good to me. Does anyone care who they bunk with? What about you, Gotcha? Okay, so we're gonna bunk with Andrea. Oh, me? Of course you would. I call the basement with Edwina. The basement? Of all places? Good night. So, Gotcha. Have you ever been tied up? Yeah, she's very sexual. Like, she's the most sexual character in this game. So this is gonna be intense. Oh, yeah. No. Oh, yeah. Maybe we should change that. I want to see what you can do, Gotcha. Show me. So I could go seduce here, or I could talk number 2. I feel like this is gonna get me killed, but I do want to see what happens if you push this option. Oh, Gotcha. You're so cute. What's there to know? Do you want to know oh my god, my favorite position? Or how long I can hold my breath? Why don't you find out? Okay, so it didn't get me killed. Alright. This is such a breath of fresh air after how hard that last song was right before I left. Crazy thing is this game has a global leaderboard, so on top of the game being like a story-based game, they've made a leaderboard, so you can go to the arcade, play these songs, and try to get a leaderboard score after playing the story or in between playing the story. was half tempted to try. I honestly still kind of want to. Try to do Jenny's like the hard difficulty song and get a leaderboard for it, like going to the arcade. You're amazing, Gachito. Hold still for me. Oh, we're cooked. Hey yo. Hey yo. Yeah, she's the most intense by far. Gachito, I wonder what he tastes like. God, she is sexual as fuck. Cut you open? Aw, hell no. Are we gonna die here? Cut you open like velvet. Do it. Yeah, felt like it. I figured that's what was gonna happen. Wait, not yet. No, you're not there yet. Blood, huh? So blood what she's into. Oh, that's great. Don't worry, baby. I only need your blood to get off. You can do better. You're saying you can perform even better? I'm not sure I believe you, darling. I can. Let's go again. I want to finish. You really are impressive. Hungry, Gachito. Starving, even. I'll let you rest. But next time, I'm going to eat you alive. That's a promise. The horny one. Yeah. Say that again. Barely managed to get away. Gachito. So that keeps happening. I forgot about that, but yeah, getting back into the game. So after each night, there's something that is said to us. The other one was like, it was when we were in the tunnel and we saw, it was like, hey, don't get ahead or something along those lines. Okay, and now skip to the future. Go to one of the bedrooms expecting to find Andrea, but to your surprise, the room is empty. Now we just kind of skip through this. And new one. I know what you're really starving for. Oh, is that so? Why don't you feed me, darling? Okay, well, we're about to find her story. I'm guessing she's a cannibal that also gets off on eating people. The way she called us velvet cake, spoke about blood, getting off on blood, but also being hungry. Yeah. She's a cannibal, but she's not just a cannibal, and she's not just someone that kills people because she gets off on seeing their blood. She's both. It has to happen to turn you into that. has to be a 3 or maybe a 4. No way it's a 5 though, compared to how hard Jenny's was. The thing that scares me about that is given that these are supposed to be like No. Crap. I lost track and oh my god, I was doing so well. I found out that Andrea is not. I got an achievement that said the horny one. Like, I already knew her character was definitely the. I was talking about how intense her character is. Her character is constantly acting seductive and whatnot. And then, at first, I thought she was gonna kill my character because she thought she got off on seeing blood. But then she started talking about hunger and mentioned us as Velvet Cake. And I ended up finding out, I've come to the realization that there's a very, very good chance that she's not just someone that gets off on the sight of blood. She doesn't just kill her victim because she gets off on the sight of blood. I believe she's a cannibal that gets off on cutting up her victims. So she gets off on killing you, and then she eats you. Maybe eats you while getting off. I don't know. I knew she was intense, but I have no idea what her backstory could be. Then I threw within like the last 20 seconds of the song, because it out of nowhere got like ridiculously hard. Either that or I threw myself off because I was thinking too much choke. I think I jinxed myself though, because I said the song wasn't as hard as Jenny's was. And then right after I said that, I failed. Right before the song ended. Because Jenny's song was hard as fuck. It was rated at a 5. In comparison, I was doing really well on this one all the way up until like the very end of this song. It gets like ridiculously fast, so it might be a 5. Either that or me getting overconfident. Okay, no. I threw at the very end because I got overconfident. That's what it was. Because, no, it wasn't a 5. Not even close. But, yeah. Yeah, no, the songs in this game are pretty fun. Holy hell, you should have been here at the end of the last stream, though. That song was a nightmare. I might show you in the arcade here in a second after I get through seeing her backstory, because they're about to show hers. Yeah, I'd love some McDonald's. That sounds great. I could go for a McNugget. Okay, but no. Let's see. We're about to find her backstory, though, so I'm about to lock in, and then after we get through her backstory, I'll be able to go through the checkpoints, because this game doesn't have a save system. It has a checkpoint system, or if I click this, I go to the timeline. I don't actually know what happens if you're in the middle of one, and you click on this. I think I'd just be able to go back. Yeah, that's what. But yeah, you can't save the game. Like in other games, you can save. Yo, dubs. But yeah, in other games, you can save the game. In this one, you can only load. So if I was to, like, exit out of the game right here, I would have to load back from, well, right here, but, yeah. Okay. My Gachito, you were even more impressive than I thought. You really are special. Do you really want to know my deepest, darkest secrets? Well, here's her backstory. Listen carefully, darling. I've never told them to anybody. She leans in closer, speaking soft and seductively. We're cooked. I love how they do this.
Where do I begin?
So, for every single one of them, right? There's like not much voice acting at all, but for every single one of them, this part is voice acted. Their backstory is voice acted completely. There you get the zoomed in shot of their face. It's like this for all of them. It's the zoomed in shot with the dark background, like that black background. And then you get line by line, fully voice acted, and they explain their story of how they became like that. And then the formula has been that immediately following that, they go on to kill everyone. So if I'm not wrong, and the formula is going to remain the same, then for these last last three people, I have to get the story of her and two others. They will do this, and then they will go on to kill. So she should kill everyone immediately following sharing her story, if I'm not mistaken, and they follow the formula. Okay, let's do this.
You couldn't tell just by looking at me, but I grew up in the slums, where people did whatever they could to survive.
Yeah. Damn, okay.
Eating dirt, garbage, insects, really whatever they could get their hands on.
That makes sense.
Apparently, some desperate neighbors had taken and eaten my brother before I was even born.
Damn. Okay, well, I'm starting to understand how she became the cannibal. She probably had no other choice. Because I was wondering how the hell she would become... How she became... Yeah. But it's starting to make sense.
But how could I blame them? I would have done the same. As I got older, I started selling my body to make money, like most of the girls there. Some of the men would give me gifts just for conversing with them. They were so sweet. Some said I was the most beautiful girl they'd ever seen. I managed to get myself a splendid apartment in the city. A younger me would have never imagined getting this far. I went to clubs every night, meeting new, wealthy people willing to give me anything I wanted. By then, money didn't matter. I just had fun playing with the docile men and women.
Yeah, no, I really like this game. They put a lot into the full backstory for all these characters, and it gets like it makes you like, it really draws you in. Like I wish you had seen like the first part, because like, oh my goodness, the lore is really pulling me in with the story.
But it became too easy. I was starving for excitement. So I set my sights on the ones who thought they could resist me. I always won. Eventually. But there was one man that stood out from the others. He came to the club often, but he never talked to anyone. He just watched from afar. He was resistant at first, but I was able to bring out the instinct that he had hidden away. He was special. Sure, I've entertained many different kinks. But him, he wanted me to hurt him, to make him bleed. He asked me to fetch a knife from the kitchen, practically begged me for it. I had never been so aroused. His life in my hands, every infliction overwhelming with ecstasy. It was so good, I could hardly contain myself.
I have not played, like, we haven't played Clue together, but I really do like playing Clue. So yeah, he made her realize she was sadistic and had sadistic tendencies.
My body was boiling. I just had to go deeper. At some point, he started screaming for me to stop, but I ignored it and continued cutting him open. Until I bit into his neck and drank his blood. It felt so good. Nothing could compare. I was finally fed. Since then, my perspective shifted. People became nothing more than sacks of blood, merely existing to quench my thirst. The more powerful they were, the more enticing.
A blood time. You got you so. You're oh so powerful. So, yeah, out of all the characters so far, Jenny's is still my favorite in the sense that I feel like her story is the most understandable as to why she became the way she did. Jenny is one of the other characters. She's the blonde character. This is Andrea. Jenny, Edwina. You have no idea how badly I need you. I almost wish you didn't have to die. Isn't Jenny? No, not Jenny Minecraft. Oh my god. Let's do it then. It doesn't matter what I say, I'm going to die here. Maybe you could let me live? Oh, don't say that, darling. You're making me feel bad. It's already hard enough for me to accept your death. Just relax. I'll make sure you enjoy yourself. Andrea's body temperature rises as she straddles your lap, her warm breath straining the side of your neck. The dull sound of a blade being drawn puts you into a daze as you feel the cold steel glide against your skin. In front of you, her pupils dilate and her breath quickens in arousal. Okay, so maybe she won't go on a complete murder spree. Maybe she'll only kill me. Really depends on how fast I get out. If I manage to get away, she might kill others, but I think she's mainly just going to kill me. So I might be wrong about them all going crazy and killing everyone. Oh, Kachito. I've been waiting for this. I'll devour you. Yeah, we're cooked. Yeah, we're cooked. Something's not right. Fuck. Kachito, why aren't you afraid? Yeah. Everyone else would be afraid because they know they're going to die. Anyone would be afraid if they know they're gonna die. But our main character knows he's gonna come back. So the only thing he has to fear is the pain, not death. You know I'm going to kill you, right? Yes, eat me! Get it over with. You're awfully calm about this. Don't do this to me, Gotch. So she gets off on people being afraid, and it's pissing her off that I'm not scared. Please, be afraid. Be afraid. Be afraid! It's meaningless if you don't feel anything. Oh, shit. Okay, so she is gonna kill everyone. I was wondering why she would go on to kill everyone. But this is the only thing that's been keeping her sane. The only thing that's been giving her meaning. I mean, I'm just reading for the characters. It's meaningless if you don't feel anything. Yeah, we're cooked. I'll make you fear me. Oh, okay, no, she did just kill us. Andrea presses the knife slowly into your abdomen. Blood immediately bends around the blade as it sinks inside. Presses the knife slowly into your abdomen. Blood immediately... It's probably gonna piss her off if we don't get scared. Andrew presses the knife slowly into your abdomen. Blood immediately bends around the blade.
Do you feel it? Your life draining from your body?
Yeah, but I'm gonna come back, so like, I'm not really scared. This hurts though. It sucks.
It won't be long before there's none left.
Carves lines into your body, becoming more manic with each incision.
Please, be a dear and scream for me.
Body shakes as she suddenly brings the knife down harder, fast and deep.
Scream!
She's mad. You feel cold as ice, yet Andrea's weight against you is hot in comparison. Before you know it, she's entrapped you and made blissful ribbons of your body. She brings a trembling, blood-stained hand to her lips and laps at the blood. It's like she's never tasted anything better. Hypnotized by the sea of red, she disregards your consciousness. Dropping the knife, she plunges her teeth deep into your neck and drinks. Damn. That sounds like the most painful death I've had to endure as this character. Fuck. Dude, that would fucking hurt. That would fucking hurt so bad. That would fucking suck. I kind of want to know what happens if instead of, yeah, I want to know what happens if I say this instead. If I just go along with it. Please tease me a bit, darling. Perhaps you don't realize your potential. Don't worry, I'll let you experience it for as long as possible. Maria's body temperature rises as she stretches. Yes, eat me! Okay, no. It just goes back to that. Definitely made her mad that we didn't freak out. But, it still hurt like fuck. There's that. Harmony has tasked you with uncovering the other's pasts. Gmail unlocked, GG, you dead. They're true pasts, as she puts it. Oh, yeah. Okay, 2 more. I'll do Teddy and then Ben. Why did Teddy become a serial killer? She's like the calm one. Teddy is resting on the couch, satisfied with the newfound luxuries within the house. Huh? You mind? I'm trying to relax here. Wait, 1 second. Teddy's resting on the couch, satisfied with the newfound luxuries within the house. Huh? Do you mind? I'm trying to relax here. Okay, oh, yeah, we're gonna have to go back. I don't know if she's gonna kill me, but she might. Mind? I'm trying to relax here. Oh, it's you. What's up? Need to relax as well. I wanted to talk to you about something. Why? Did something cool happen? Edwina's going to kill everyone. Sheesh, that is pretty cool. Really interesting. Is there an option to freak out? Is there an option to freak out? No. The game doesn't. This isn't that kind of game. The only options I was given was the 2 that were there, which is why I tried both options. I tried the two ones were yes, like I want this, and then I chose the option of like you don't have to kill me. That was like the closest thing to freaking out, but it was less me being afraid and more just like you don't have to. But there's no like, oh, I'm panicking, probably because my main character, like, other than the pain, he has no reason to be afraid of dying because he's not gonna die. Really interesting. Do you think Edwina could beat Jenny in a fight? I think in that timeline she did kill Jenny, but I think she killed her, because she caught her off guard. I don't know, if she didn't catch her off guard, I'd say definitely not. Yeah, probably not. That'd be cool, though. Personally, I could imagine Harmony killing everyone. She's weird and a nerd. Probably sick and twisted in that demented little mind of hers. Anyways, that's all you want. Can you get the fuck out of here? Can you tell me about your past? My life's not that exciting. Mostly read comics, watch a lot of movies. Skateboard sometimes. One time I broke my arm climbing a tree.
Hmm.
That shit hurt. I need more information than that. Like what? You wanna know my birthday or something? You gonna get me a birthday present? This is serious. Why are you being so loud? I told you I'm trying to relax. You need to tell me everything you can. You know, Gachito, you're a real annoying bitch. You need to ask her the right question, but you're not sure what it is. Maybe if you had more information, you could convince her to reveal more about herself. You've officially killed my vibe. For that, I will kill you. Before you ask, I am not joking. And gone.
Hmm.
Sounds good to me. Does anyone care who they bunk with? What about you, Gachito? I'm gonna go Harmony and then Teddy. Because I want to know what happens if you bunk with Harmony. I don't technically need to, but I want to know. Join me if you wish, but I'll be theorizing in the basement. Damn, Edwina, she beat us to it. Huh? You wanted the basement? Just keep it down. If someone wakes me up, I'll fuck them up. Plot point feels similar to Happy Death Day. Yeah, it's kind of like a lot of these types of stories where you can keep going back. ReZero, Happy Death Day. Yeah, another killing game. What are you thinking? Possibilities. The only problem is, there are too many. There's not enough information to make any solid guesses. We were brought here against our will, perhaps sedated so as to forget how it happened. Where is here? And why? On the surface, there are no obvious patterns between everyone here besides maybe the age range. Except for the fact you're all serial killers, but you're about to find that out after I get everyone's pass. Then, of course, there's you. The only one missing their memory entirely. If you were wondering, yes, I consider you a suspect. A suspect because I lost my memories? Your unique circumstances make you an interesting but untrustworthy piece of the puzzle. You possibly being the offender? Frankly, that's the one theory that seems to make the most sense. You'd be lying about your memories. Come on, I'm innocent. I'll consider that a possibility for now. Perhaps your memories will return in the future. The only reason I've told you everything thus far is because I'm curious to see how you'll react. If you are the offender, how might things change if you were aware of my suspicions? An interesting challenge. You're really overthinking this. Perhaps you're not thinking enough, and that's why you've made no progress. You did forget everything, didn't you? Everything except my name. I feel that that's a clue in itself if you were telling the truth. Could it be a side effect of a sedative? Perhaps you were accidentally given a stronger dose? We can find out why. If we were specifically chosen, perhaps we may be able to draw some conclusions. It looks cute. Okay, give me a sec. I'm gonna refill my drink. Make sure you drink as well, you goober. On it. What did the offenders have in check. Perhaps we may be able to draw some conclusions. What do the offenders have in mind? We weren't constrained. Okay, what do the offenders have in mind? We weren't constrained. They let us move freely once awake. They may have wanted us to go outside, whether for our own benefit or not. I have to assume that there is an offender. Other than how I got here, my memories remain intact. It just wouldn't make sense for us to come here on our own. For now, we'll have to wait. All we know is that we woke up in an unfamiliar house around the same time. The house seems to be located in the middle of nowhere. Literally. All we know is that we woke up in an unfamiliar house around the same time. The house seems to be located in the middle of nowhere. Literally. The outside is pitch black, but can't put my finger on it. I wouldn't describe it as darkness, which I think may be the most confusing part. In the others' wake, we will continue to investigate the house for clues. Hermione raises her hand to her chin as she stares at the wall. Kachito, what is it? I propose a deal. Can you keep an eye on the others? I'll put my trust in you, but you will also need to trust me. What if I want to discover it on my own? Interesting. You must be an idiot. Do I die here? Unfortunately, you are still of use to me. For now. I don't think I won't find the truth, regardless of your attempts to thwart me. So, what do you have planned? Keeping secrets? Telling lies? False evidence? Do you have any strategy at all? Not yet. And what will you do? You can't even remember your past. How are you supposed to figure out how we got here? Or is it that you don't want me to discover the truth? Oh fuck. Was Harmony the only person I wasn't able to spend that first night with? Harmony's eyes narrowed dangerously, ensnaring you in a hypnotic gaze. That would make sense given that of the people, she's the only one that we don't technically have to spend that first night with. It was the other ones I needed to spend the first night with. So it might be very possible that there is no way to spend this first night with Harmony without dying. Eyes narrowed dangerously, ensnaring you in a hypnotic gaze. Try to avert your eyes, but the hold is inescapable. It's as though she's grasping your very soul, crushing it with her presence. The cold air begins to swallow you. Every breath tastes of metal. You feel as if you're about to die. No, I won't stop you. Smart choice. Simply request that you stay aware of the situation. If you have any desire to escape here, then you will assist me. Do you understand? Yes. As I said, we don't have enough to work with just yet. We'll have to continue our investigation when the others have rested. We'll continue to speculate until then. Still, how about we do something else? What else is there to do at a time like this? Go to sleep, like everyone else? Easier said than done. The current events have made me quite restless. My mind can't stop turning when there's a problem left unsolved. It's an ongoing problem I've yet to find a solution for. So unless you have any ideas for how to solve that, I'll be continuing with my theories. Have you tried counting sheep? Are you patronizing me? There's little evidence that method even works. Okay, how about a distraction? Distraction? Like what? And then seduce option. I have some ideas if you're up for it. Oh, I see I see where this is going. You and I are indeed very different. I suppose I can count on you for your creativity, if nothing else. Very well, gotcha so. I'm open to trying new things. Let's see if we can put you to use after all. Okay, so up till now, I wasn't entirely sure if the sleep with was actually sleeping with, but yes, it appears that this 100% confirms that every person I've quote-unquote slept with, we were actually smashing. This also confirms that you can choose anyone that first night to spend the night with. Alright, W, getting your drink. I wanted to try doing Teddy's first night instead of, Harmony's first night instead of Teddy's, because you don't technically need to do Harmony's to progress the game. So I decided I would do hers first since it's not a necessity. And I found out through her, because it was still a speculation, I figured, right, I had a good assumption that when it said we were sleeping with them, based off the, like, seductive, like, CGs we were getting and everything, that it meant we were, like, sleeping with them, like, in that way. Oh, fuck, the end is so hard. I was Gotcha was mistaken. Perhaps you aren't that valuable after all. Just another commoner. How frustrating. Fuck. Close. Okay. Yeah, I have a drink. I already have a drink here, though. I didn't have to go get one. But yeah, her, talking with her made me confirm that indeed that it's not just, like, sleeping with them, but you're banging them. And all of these, on the first night, no matter who you choose, you do you know what with that person. Which means that canonically, the first character... How do I word this? Canonically, this character ends up sleeping with every single one of them. Which makes a lot more sense why literally one of the first dialogue options you have... Literally, the first dialogue option you have in the game, you can choose between two different things, and one of them is wanna have sex, and then when you're in the living room when everyone's together, it gets asked again, and it makes a lot more sense now, because here, if I go back, I'm gonna ask. After I beat this night, I wanna go back and ask those questions, see what happens if you choose that dialogue option. Because the first time I did not choose that dialogue option. Okay. I have water. I finally got a Gamer Subs cup, so I'm using that with raw meat flavor right now. Raw meat flavor? Lock in and GG's. Actually, now that you're thinking about that, I should probably go get some of my G Fuel. I could make one of my energy drinks. But yeah, I have G Fuel. I can make one of my gummy bear ones. Anyway, quite good at this. Seems you may have more value than I thought. And now we get her CG. Hey, yo. Yeah, it's watermelon and cantaloupe. It's called raw meat. Yeah, I figured it wasn't actually raw meat, but nice. Like, actually raw meat flavor, but yeah. Gachito, I'm not easily satisfied, but you've surpassed my expectations. Harmony pretends to look unaffected, but her flushed cheeks betray how pleased she actually is. It's a far cry from the cold demeanor that she usually carries. To be honest, I find your involvement to be the most interesting piece of this puzzle. If nothing else, I look forward to solving it. Thanks, I guess? You've achieved your goal. My mind has been sufficiently distracted. You should rest for now. I'm sure more will reveal itself in time. Boom! Exploring ideas. Sleep with harmony. Bada bing, bada boom. Gotcha. Yep, and after the end of every night, we get this. Gotcha. What are you doing? After the end of the first time we go to bed, it's gotcha. What are you doing? The second time you go to bed, there's another achievement. Or not another achievement, but there's a different line of dialogue. And I think it's after each chapter that we get another question from this random source. And then, yes, this is how the first night goes for everyone. You awake to the sound of yelling from... Oh, I was wondering, right? I was like, why didn't the thing pop up, right? There's a second thing that says go forward. The reason it doesn't allow me to go forward and there's no option to go forward is because you're not supposed to... Like, there's no... you don't actually gain anything because she's the one asking you to look into their pasts. You don't technically need to do this one, so there is no go forward option. On the other hand, if I was to go to up to nothing, gray-haired girl, return to Ben, is it? Yeah, it's living room reunion 2. And then I go here instead. Alright, we'll take the basement. Sounds good to me. Hate to sleep in the basement. Good night, everyone. Investigate. Yes, yes, yes. Yo, after this, I will have slept with everyone. I wonder if there's a sleep with everyone. Ah, oh, fuck. Okay, I'll have to do it after. Or I guess. 1 second. I'll have to go to Deadpan here in a second. I'll go back to Deadpan. I wanted to see about using the, I want to ask the, do we have sex now? Okay, there's 2 options like this. So first, it's here. Do we have sex now? It's funny because Ben was the first character I did actually sleep with. Which is also why I'm waiting to, he's gonna be the last one I talk with because I already slept with him. Like, I already had his, he was the initial path I went down. Because normally I'll go for female characters, but it's very rare that I find a male character in any of these games attractive. So, like, I was like, oh shit. Absolute stud, sleep with everyone. Yeah, that should be the achievement. What if becomes... what's going on? Okay, let's do this. Do we have sex now? What? Not yet? Who are you? Gosh, so is
Nice
it?
to meet you. I'm Ben Conway.
I can't something.
Huh.
Are we gonna die now? We're very sociable. Okay, so no, it doesn't matter if you choose that option or not. It goes back to there regardless. Is it here? Maybe it's here. No. It's the second time when everyone's in the.
Denver.
No. Is it after Gray Haired Girl then? Living room reunion 1 then. So sex? I'm gonna die, aren't I? Shut the fuck up. Well, actually. So no head, worth a shot. Yo, that actually is an achievement if you try asking them to smash. I'm glad I went back and asked. Okay, so yeah, you just die. Is there another sex option later though? I think those were the only options where you ask. Yeah, those are the only options where you ask for sex. I did want to ask. I did want to ask about. Here, 1 second. I want to check my achievement list really fast. I want to see what my closed. I want to see what the achievements for this game are. 1 second, y'all. Oh, wow. Okay, I've done most of the story-based ones. Okay. There's still 15 achievements left. I don't want to ruin anything, so I'm not going to look at the achievements, because I don't want to, like, see anything that'll ruin the game for me, but there's a lot more achievements left than I was imagining. Okay. Where's Deadpan? It'd be back here, right? Okay. And this is the final one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that's all the other characters. So once we get through here, we'll have slept with everyone. Good reunion. Yeah, for real, except for the fact I died trying to ask. So it was smart that I didn't ask the first time, because it literally leads to you getting killed. Hey. Hey. How's it going? I'm good, thanks. You're awfully calm about this whole thing. It's whatever. Are you ever worried? Well, there was that one time they ran out of blueberry piz at the Macca's by my house. That was an inconvenience. Which is kind of ironic for a convenience store. Blueberry piz? Yeah, like the drink. You know, they have the white cans with the blue on it or whatever. Pepsi? Oh, I guess they can't say that because it's a brand. So refreshing. Never heard of it. So, you're a fucking piece of shit motherfucker, huh? Jesus. Might just kill you for that. For not having blueberry piz? Huh? Kidding. She's not kidding. So I literally just die? Just for choosing that line? So I literally have to say hey? That's crazy. Because I was thinking of saying hey, but I didn't realize it would go in a completely different direction just because I said how's it going instead of hey. You walk in, you'll not die. Hey ho, hey ho. She coughs without changing her expression. Alright, good night. I was hoping we could talk, maybe? About? I don't know. Anything? Huh, okay. You're kinda weird. You normally talk to strangers about anything? No, but you intrigue me. You're funny, gotcha so. You intrigue me. You're not like the others. I almost want to kill you! Please, ma'am, allow me to finesse you. Holy shit. Alright, time for sleep. We were having fun. You got any more jokes? Ma'am, please. Alright, dude, shut up. We're done with that. It's not funny anymore. Hey, that reminds me. Have you ever read Ready by 5? Nope. What is it? It's a comic about... Oh, I guess this is how she became a serial killer. She read about one. It's a comic about a serial killer that tries to maintain a normal life while satisfying their urge to kill in secret. Sounds interesting. It's not bad. Kind of remind me of one of the characters in it. They're like the main character's love interest. Doesn't really make sense since the main character is like a crazy psychopath. You'd think the killer would just fuck and kill them, but I guess the story wouldn't go anywhere if that happened. At least it's better than Kill My Love. You read a lot of serial killer media? I read a lot of things, as long as it has pictures. Actually, there's a scene where the main character has sex in a basement like this. It had an ugly couch too. What a coincidence. Surprisingly good. Penis out in everything. I'd give it 4 out of 5 stars. How does it play out? Well, it's hard to explain if you haven't read it. Good thing I'm here to show you. Also, the main character does, in fact, kill them later on. I love Teddy, like, even though I don't like her character all that much, I love the songs for Teddy's character. Literally, both the songs I've heard from Teddy have been bangers. One sounded really retro, and then this one also has that, like, same vibe. The other one sound, like, they both sound, I don't know if arcade songs are the perfect word, but, like, the other one sounded like a retro arcade type song, and this has like that same kind of like feel. But yeah, songs that they chose for this character. are right up my alley for like the kinds of songs I like. I have not full comboed in this game, and I'm going to assume getting a full combo would be a achievement, given it's a rhythm game. I might be able to do it with this song, given how slow it is. Like, if I have to do full combo later, it will definitely be this song I'm choosing. Fuck. Oh my god. Almost lost at the end like I have a few times before. Don't die. I still make my achievement master list before I start games. Alright, what's next? Hey, you're pretty good at this, gotcha, so. He's blushing. Let me get on top of you. Hey, yo! Teddy's silhouette sticks out even in the darkness of the basement. She places your hand on the curve of her hip. Yeah, I've always wanted to try this. You look pretty good from here. Most people I come across aren't very lively. Oh, that makes sense, because she's killing everyone. Most people I come across aren't very lively. Yeah, probably because they're dead. That's such a dumb joke. It's funny because she's making a stupid joke about how they're not. She's making a dad joke because she kills people. So most of the people she, yeah. Why is that funny? Just is. You know, gotcha. So this whole mystery thing and how we got here, I don't really give a shit. I just want to have some fun. Now lean back. You're ruining the mood. Deadpan. Sleep with Teddy. No, it doesn't look like there's a bonus achievement for sleeping with everyone. Sad. There's an achievement for each of them, but there's not an achievement for clearing all of them. All the achievements on a book with a description below it, checkbox style. Interesting. So you just will like refer to the book when you're finishing your achievements. Okay, let's see. You wake to the sound of yelling from another room. Go forward. Okay, time to figure out Teddy's story and how she became a serial killer. Okay. Okay, so I do have to click this. What else did you do for fun? For fun, huh? Good question. I guess I had a bit of a routine, if you'd call it that. I hung out in my room a lot, or around the house. Then I got bored, so I took up skateboarding around the city at night. What did you do in the city? You know, city stuff. I buy a can of blueberry pizz. That's about it, really. Did Teddy really go through that effort just for a can of soda? Probably. Still, she seems to be hiding something. Maybe she's worried you'll judge her. You have to convince her that you're cool. Maybe then she'll open up. Holy fuck! Holy fucking Jesus! What the fuck? I have to go, sadly, because I got a big day tomorrow, heading to the bank, etc. I'll talk to you later. Later! Yeah, this is about to be a really, really fucking hard level. Oh my god. I'm about to be here all day. You'll probably come back tomorrow and I'll still be playing this level, but later. suspicious. You're acting really suspicious in case you couldn't tell. In fact, I think you might be up to something. You know what happens to people that are up to things? Yep. Fuck. This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard. I'm crying. You gotta be shitting me. This is crazy. You fuck up once and you're dead. God, no way. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have to change how I do this. Oh, that's why. Jesus. How am I gonna do this? Why are her songs such a bop? This song's such a bop. But it's gonna genuinely ruin it if this gets like ridiculously hard out of nowhere. I'm hoping they don't use the formula from earlier. Come on. This song is actually a bop though. I think, yeah, Teddy by far has the best soundtrack in my opinion. It's crazy, it's not even close. my god, I almost fucking died at the very end. I would have cried. It's a 3.5 minute song. Holy moly, holy cow. We almost got absolutely boned. Ah. You're a bit of a thrill seeker yourself, huh? Maybe we have more in common than I thought. I guess I could tell you a bit of my epic tale. You want me to start from the beginning? And here we go, chat. We're about to find out her story.
Ever since I was a kid, I knew something was different about me. Even in elementary school, I could never relate to anyone. Bunch of kids wanted to be friends with me, but I didn't care. They were boring. What was the point? They were never any fun and would just tattle on me if I broke the rules. So lame. But there's this one girl who would always follow me around. Hell if I know why. She kept trying to talk to me, even when I ignored her. So weird. Her house was close by, though, so we would end up walking home together before parting ways. Eventually, I got tired of it, so I told her to fuck off and leave me alone. Surprisingly, that must have done it, because she didn't come to school the next day. I walked home alone. I remember along the way, I came across roadkill. It was a raccoon, smeared across the pavement. There were birds picking at its carcass, eating the rotting flesh. Couldn't stop staring at it. The next day, there was an announcement at the beginning of class. That girl went and got herself killed in a hit-and-run accident the day before. I remember thinking to myself, I wish I'd been there to see it. Would a corpse look any different than the raccoon? I couldn't get the image out of my head. At least she provided some entertainment. In the end. Then, one day, I was wandering the school halls. It was during class time, so the halls were empty. But there was a teacher walking just ahead of me.
Starting class.
I had a funny idea. I wanted to watch her fall down the stairs. So, I ran up and shoved her as hard as I could. It was easier than I thought. She had her head down reading some paper, didn't see me coming until it was too late. She tumbled down the stairs like a rag doll. And then, crack. Her head split open, and she stopped moving. The other kids came to see what happened. Imagine my surprise when nobody laughed. Instead, they started screaming when they saw the blood pooling around her head. It looked like she was laying on a pane of shiny red glass. It was kind of pretty. Idiots all thought it was an accident. Through high school, I started reading more comics and watching a lot of movies. Not much happened during those years. I mostly stuck to myself. I was always in my head, coming up with scenarios. Got a little boring, so I decided to go out and try something new. Grabbed my skateboard and went downtown. Ended up stopping by a convenience store to grab a can of blueberry fizz. On the way out, I heard a noise from down the alley. Some drunk dude. stumbling around, falling into garbage and shit. Again, I had a funny idea. I wanted to harass them a bit, and even picked up a lead pipe to give him a little scare. Kidding. I ended up bashing his head in. Took a few hits before he stopped moving. Looked exactly like a scene from a movie, but even better. Much more realistic. Like before. Thought about that night for a while, but quickly moved on. I didn't have any plans on doing it again. I figured it was just a spur of the moment thing for me. Until I got bored. Again. Eventually, I started doing it at random. Some nights, opportunity would fall into my lap. Like it was meant to happen. Like it was all made just for me.
It wasn't like an addiction or anything. Nothing that serious. Just a bit of fun, you know? You're fucked. Sounds like she has ASPD. Like, that sounds so much just like typical ASPD. I don't like either of these options, but well, I guess I'll go with this one. Yeah, I know. Anyways, I was thinking of killing everyone here if the opportunity ever came. You down? Sure. Nice. Look, I found this knife. If we take them on one at a time, we shouldn't have any problems. She paused for a moment, sniffing the air. Crap, I didn't mean to do that, I meant to do this. Take them on one at a time, we shouldn't have any problems. Pause for a moment, sniffing the air. Andrea's coming. I can smell her perfume. Stay there and be a distraction. I'll get her by surprise. Teddy scuttles to the side, hiding by the room's entrance. At the same time, Andrea enters the room. There you are, Gachito. I was just looking for you. Come in then. Teddy immediately lunges at Andrea, who is surprisingly quick on her feet. The blade barely grazes her. In retaliation, Andrea shoves Teddy against the wall and draws a knife of her own. She presses it up against Teddy's throat. Oh my, is this your idea of foreplay? I like it. Suddenly you hear the stomping of Jenny's boots approaching. What the hell's going on in here? Gachito, attack! Before you can react, Jenny fractures your skull with her fist. You're going to attack me? Blood pours from your nose as she prepares her next attack. Gachito, use this! Teddy hurls the knife at you. Tears in your eyes prevent you from catching it. He kills you in the chest, spraying blood everywhere. You fall to the ground, bleeding profusely. Faintly, you hear Teddy complaining, but can no longer make out the words, quickly losing consciousness.
What the fuck? Why do I smell smoke?
Oh yeah, I forgot during all of this, Edwina lit the house on fire. Terminal. I kind of want to know what happens if I decide not to go with her. I'd probably just die if I don't go along with her. You're fucked. Yeah, I know. Anyways, I was thinking of killing everyone here if the opportunity ever came. You down? You serious? It's easy. Trust me, I do it all the time. With your help, it should be a lot easier. Look, I found this knife. Okay, so it doesn't matter what happens. I figured, because with all of them, it doesn't matter what you choose, it still leads to the end result. There's only one character left. This was the last time we saw Ben. This time, well, he was the first one, so I shouldn't have to go back in time in order to get it, but we'll see. He came. I need to talk to you about something. It's nice to see you. I might have to go back, but I don't think I will. Oh, what's up? What do you think of the others? The others? They're alright. Sure, they're kind of crazy at times, but they've helped us get this far. Edwina's pretty nice. She's the most approachable of the bunch. Teddy, she's not too bad, I suppose, even though she has no filter. Jenny kind of scares me, but weirdly enough, I'm starting to get used to her. Andrea is also scary in a completely different way. I can't quite put my finger on it. He seems so, like, he seems so normal that, like, it's almost like with Edwina where both of them seem completely normal, almost too normal, and that's what's scary about them. Edwina seemed super kind and compassionate, which is why it was so scary to find out she was, like, knowing that they're both serial killers. Them seeming so normal is what makes them scarier, because they don't feel like, it doesn't feel like there's something off with them. For Edwina, the reason anything felt off with her and you couldn't tell is because she herself doesn't realize it. So I wonder what Ben's excuse for it is gonna be. He seems fine. Is he just a charismatic person? Because that would mean that he's doing this intentionally and this is all just an act. Which I feel like that's gonna be what Ben. I was thinking that might have been where Edwina was going with it, but no, she genuinely had no idea. So the only path left I can see is a character that seems nice, but it's all just a facade, like, and he doesn't mean any of this. Harmony seems fine. I'm glad at least one of us is trying to figure this place out. She's kind of hard to read, though. She's very determined. Kind of hard to read, though. She's very determined, but I don't know if she's doing it for us or only for herself. I don't know. What do you think about them? They're fucked. Some of them are a bit off. I like them. Yeah, they're not bad. At least things are never boring with them around. Although, personally, I'm most comfortable around you. Anyway, is that all you wanted to talk about? Can you tell me about your past? My past? Sure. Why are you curious about that? I need to know more about you. Well, sure. My childhood was pretty normal. Oh! The fact that he said sure instead of being dismissive means that yes, if you talk with someone, whoever you spend the first night with, you don't actually have to go back in time to get their thing, which means I won't get to see what his, like, rejection would have looked like, because I already had his past. Okay, let's see. We'll share my childhood was pretty normal. I mostly hung out with friends. Sometimes we go to the movies or hang out at the mall. Mostly hung out with friends. Sometimes we go to the movies. Okay, so normal. Dated someone for a bit in high school. I spent most of my time with them at the time. Obviously, things didn't work out, but I guess it was good practice. Wonder if for high school I took some time. I was about to say I wonder if that's the person that he said I remind him of, but I don't think so. After high school, I took some time off to work at a restaurant. Wasn't sure what I wanted to do at the time. Let's see. After high school, I took some time off to work at a restaurant. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do at the time. High school, I took some time off to work at a... Okay. Sorry, I was blanking. After high school, I took some time off to work at a restaurant. Wasn't sure what I wanted to do at the time. Eventually, I decided to go into psychology. Seemed like an interesting major, you know. Classes were fine, but I started to get lonely without my friends around. Until I met someone new in college. This person in college is who he said I remind him of. We'd gotten really close, but one day they kind of just disappeared. This greenhouse reminded me of them. They loved to paint flowers like these. I always wondered what happened. If I've accepted that, I'll probably never know for sure. So is he also having, like, a repressed memory? Something's wrong. He's mentioned his friend from college before. Last time he said that they stopped talking. Now he's saying that they suddenly disappeared. Telling the truth. Okay, yeah. If you say, "Are you telling the truth?" that will end in you dying. What? Why would I be lying? Did they really disappear? What's gotten into you, Gachito? You asked about my past, and I've told you, and now you're accusing me of lying? Is there something you're hiding? Is that why you're doubting me? Who are you really? Okay, so no. I still have a chance to see his rejection. I don't know. Scott, he turns to retreat into the garden. He seems to want some space. I gave you a real answer, but you won't do the same. You're different than I thought. He kneels down with his back to you, clearly frustrated. He starts searching for something behind the foliage, but you can't see what. What, like a knife or something? I wish you could have just trusted me. I wish it didn't have to be this way. I wish I didn't have to do this, but when he approaches you with a hand behind his back, you already know where this is heading. Can't take any chances. Continues past you. You turn and catch a glimpse of a rock as it comes crashing down on you. Yep. I know where it was headed, but I still wanted to see what happened. I don't actually have to do that, though. That is only for if I had to do it. I don't have to do that, because I can go down a different path. Dependency. Let's quickly go through all this. Okay, so he became dependent. And then he killed them. Did you become dependent on them? Dependent? Heh. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I didn't do well on my own. It's lonely, you know? I like having someone to rely on, to be decisive. Someone who can support me and that I can support as well. After college, it was hard to meet new people. We're acquaintances, of course, but they never stayed for long. College was hard to meet new people. There were acquaintances, of course, but they never stayed for long. But you seem different, Gachiso. You're kind and genuine. Hey, don't laugh, but I feel at ease around you. He says he feels at ease, but you can't shake the feeling that he's hiding something. A person from college. What really happened between them? If you could convince him to trust you, he may reveal the truth. Alright, one more to get through, and then we can move forward. I can return to Harmony if I can beat this. It's crazy because I heard a bunch of this. Like, this is a variation of that very first song you play in the beginning, but I heard a bunch of this that first day because I kept trying to win the. Oh, but it sounds darker now. Yeah, when I first started trying to play this game, this song was pissing me off. Like that other variation was pissing me off so much. Fitting that, of course, Ben's would be the hardest. Well, no, Jenny's technically wasn't. This is not easy. Yeah, but I was just talking about how that first song was so frustrating that day. That I, like, as good as the song was. Jesus! Fuck. I as good as the song was, I got frustrated with it because I had to keep listening to it, and now why do I feel like I was like really close to the end? Probably was like right at the end. It pisses me off. Mocking. God! That is so hard. I died in the same spot. Oh my god, getting through that is gonna be rough. If I can get past that area though, I should be able to live, because there's like a large blue that will give me health. So, and given that it's a rough spot, should just chill out after that. That's the thing, I have to be able to make it past. I've realized I do so much better at these games when I trust muscle memory over my head. Because my head will get me mixed up. I have to just trust my fingers, which is really difficult for me. Just trust my fingers. Don't look, just trust your fingers know what they're doing. No, that was the end. God. I started thinking, I can't do this, it's too much, it's overwhelming. That thought always throws me off. My lack of confidence fucks me so hard. That's why I do so bad at these games. When I see a whole bunch happening, I just say I can't do it. Come on. Do this. Jesus, oh my god, I made it. Honestly, still not as bad as Jenny's was. Holy fuck, was Jenny's like making me want to lose my marbles. Still rough though, but I managed to get past it. I really can't believe it. You really are different from the others, Gachito. I feel like you'd accept me if I told you the truth. But maybe You should know the real me. I've never told anyone this, but I trust you, Gachito. Now for
When I
Ben.
was younger, something happened to me. It changed me. It was back before college, when I was working at the restaurant. At the time, I was saving up for college. Until I found out my dad had been diagnosed with cancer.
Damn.
My parents offered to help pay for my tuition, but there was no way I could take money away from them. Away from my dad's cancer treatment. He had already done so much for me. What was college compared to his life? To help, I started putting the money I earned towards his treatment as well. As the months passed, I picked up more shifts. It was a lot, but I knew it had to be done. Eventually, it seemed like he was starting to get better. So, I wanted to start saving for college again. Then, there was one day when the restaurant was extra busy. Orders came non-stop and we were understaffed. It wasn't that unusual, but one of the customers became difficult, hostile towards everyone. I tried to calm him down. I thought he could be reasoned with. But instead, he attacked me. He kept hitting my head over and over, and all I could do was curl up and beg for my life. Or at least, that's what I was told. I woke up in the hospital 2 weeks later. He'd beaten me into a coma. I could hardly remember what happened. I didn't even know him. But after I left the hospital, something had changed. I was told that while I was in the hospital, my dad passed away. The doctor said it was due to complications, but I knew it was the stress that got to him because of what happened to me.
Damn.
I didn't feel anything, though. No shock, no grief. It was a friend who told me. They were crying, probably for my sake. But I barely blinked twice. All I could think about was how I was finally free to go to college. Still, people thought of me as the kind person that I used to be. It made things convenient. When I realized how far people were willing to go for me, I leaned into that kindness. I only cared for people when they had something to offer, and they were more than happy to give me what I wanted. After I entered college, I met someone that was immediately drawn to me. They gave me anything I wanted, as long as I was there for them when they needed. This made me realize that I didn't have to depend on everyone. Just one person. Someone who knew how to get what they wanted, so I could take it from them. Eventually, we moved in together, but they started to change after that. They became more concerned with what I was doing, and wouldn't give me the things they used to. The more they needed me, the less they were willing to give. It was annoying, to say the least. One night, a thought came to mind that I couldn't shake. Maybe there was a way I could be more independent. So I took everything I could, and I killed them. I made it look like an accident. Everyone trusted me. It was easy to lie when I never cared for them in the first place. I couldn't care, even if I wanted to.
Damn. That sucks. So he was fine until the attack at the restaurant, and then this random person that caused all this, nothing happened to them, but yeah.
But I couldn't stay there. I needed to get away. I used their money to move to a different city, somewhere new. I made a few acquaintances that would help me from time to time, but it wasn't until I met someone special that I was able to get back on my feet. And just like before, I became close with them. But also, like before, they didn't stay that way. They never do. So the accidents had to keep happening. As long as I was careful, I could continue the cycle going further and further each time. This was all I could do to live. At some point, I'd forgotten how to survive on my own. Still, nobody was ever enough.
That was a lot, huh? I probably should have just kept everything to myself, but for once I want to be honest. I was actually planning on killing you like the others, but I've changed my mind. Please don't be scared, you're different. It's not the same as my previous relationships. I actually want to be with you. It's strange, for the first time since the accident, I actually feel something, like I could care for someone. You're going to kill me? I was, but I need you. Don't you get it? You make me feel when no one else has been able to. You understand, right? I don't know if I can trust you. What am I doing? Why? Why did I tell you all that? This isn't me. I don't care about anyone else. I can't. No, after what I've done. Wait. I don't know if I can trust you. What am I doing? Why? Why did I tell you all that? This isn't me. I don't care about anyone else. I can't. Not after what I've done. Oh, so he's freaking out because he actually finally cares for someone. But I just straight up told him, it's okay, calm down. No, you'd be no good for me. You know everything now. What would be the point? How could I allow you and these feelings to hold me back when I could just go on as I always have? I can have anything I want. I almost gave up everything for you. How stupid could I be? I've tried so hard over the years to keep it all a secret. Nobody else knows what I've told you. I can't let you leave, Gachito. Then grits his teeth before tackling you. And hard on your back, your breath momentarily knocked out of you. Welp. Ben wraps both hands around your neck, squeezing tightly and using his weight to pin you to the ground. You squirm in an attempt to break free, but his grip only tightens. Unable to breathe, you plead with your eyes, but the ones looking back fail to respond. Ben's face is emotionless, as if peering through a mask. You have no doubt that your fate has already been decided.
Goodbye.
Bye, Gachito.
I hope to never find anyone else like you.
Anyone else that he has to depend on. Oh, crap. I actually have to confront Harmony now? About her past? You return to the bedroom, but Harmony is missing. Through the curtains, you see she's moved to the balcony. You're back already. Did you forget something? I've talked with the others. Right? I suppose that is how time travel works. Oh yeah, for her it would have been like I walked out the door and then walked back in. Maybe like 10 seconds later. But for us, we've spoken with everyone. Gone for long, but I've been thinking. Straining to discover the truth. It's been quite a change from my regular life. Others may disagree, but ever since waking here, I've never felt trapped. In fact, it's been liberating. I enjoy a challenge. So much so that a part of me almost doesn't want to discover the truth. Without an answer, the challenge would be meaningless. So, what did you learn? They have some serious issues. They're fucked. They have some serious issues. I'm assuming you mean more than we all do. Severely. Yes, but I think they can be helped. Trying to play therapist? How optimistic of you. Perhaps, but some things cannot be undone. Speaking of which, I have a question for you, Gotcha. You also like them. I can't remember my past. Let me rephrase then. With all that you've experienced thus far, can you relate to them? Somewhat. Really? I didn't expect that. Is there anything else you learned? They're all serial killers. So, it's as I thought, because I'm guessing Harmony is as well. She goes silent, contorting her face. You worried they're dangerous? Hardly. Problem is, this revelation supports a theory of mine that they're all serial killers. Everyone. What is your theory? Sorry, I'm keeping that to myself. Besides, it doesn't matter much at this point. So we're gonna have to rizz her up to get her theory, which is that they're all serial killers, and she'll give us her past as well. Went through all that trouble, you have to tell me. If I go down this route, the fact that that popped up just now means that if I do this, she will kill me, but let's try it. Misunderstand, gotcha. So it doesn't make a difference whether or not you know. And truthfully, I would prefer you not to. Just I would prefer for you not to. No matter what timeline you may follow, it's all useless. Make a difference whether or not you know. I would prefer for you not to. No matter what timeline, it's all useless. But truthfully, I don't entirely trust you. You can go back all you want. You'll never reach the end of this nightmare. In fact, why don't I prove it to you? Yep, I knew that was about to happen. Oh. If I had chosen not to go back, that's why it immediately appeared. Because I had already done the night with her. If not, I would have had to have gone back. But the reason that it appeared instantly, like with Ben, was because I had already gone through her line. If I hadn't gone through her line, I would have had to have done that just now. But by doing that, I can now move up to hers. Trust. Time to... You don't know my involvement yet. Your involvement? Did you regain your memories? I found a clue with Ben. My theory does involve you, but forget it. I can't tell you. Oh yeah, that day when we... That one timeline where I burned to a crisp, we have that area we can still find. I can't tell you. The ability to travel through time means I can never undo what I tell you. And who knows what you might do with that information, Although, I won't deny that I am curious. Oh. time pathetic. No, no, no. This part was already so. Jesus, how did I do it that first time? I did it like perfectly the first time, and then I have no idea how I did that. I don't know how I did that first time. It was. Knowing that it's gonna come back actually makes me so sad, because I think that's the chorus of the song, which means I'm gonna have to do that one part multiple times. As cool as that part of the song is, Jesus. Of course she'd be like a boss fight, but holy fuck. Her song's a level 5, bro. This is so hard. There's no way this isn't a level 5 song. I should have expected that, though. How do I do this? Yes. so hard out of nowhere, bro. How am I supposed to beat that? They're just like all fucking falling with no pattern. God, fuck this game, bro. Oh no! I wish I could describe how frustrated I am. I suck at these kinds of games. If I can get over that one part, I'm just hoping the rest of the song I can do in one go. Because if there's something after that part, I'm fucked. Oh, God. If I'm still here by 3 hours, I might. No, when I wasn't thinking about it, why did I have to start thinking about it right then? Bro, I was doing it because I wasn't thinking about it. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna actually throw up. Jesus, I did it. I did it. I did it. Get me out of here. Oh my god, I did it.
Huh?
I did it. Well, once again, you can be quite convincing, Gacho. Fine, I'll tell you my theory, but there's something you have to understand first. What, that you're a serial killer too? I've already deduced that. I'm in the game. Yep, okay, here goes.
As a child, I was taught that one's value came from their discipline. It began when my father signed me up for piano lessons.
Now, why she became a serial killer.
My instructors realized my potential immediately. A prodigy, they called me. Although it wasn't by choice, playing the piano became one of my favorite hobbies. From then on, my childhood only became more strict. Outside of schoolwork, I spent all my time practicing. You'd think I'd come to hate playing the piano, but it was the only way I had of expressing myself. Outside of studying, I never really had a childhood at all.
Damn.
I remember, once while I was practicing, I saw a butterfly that landed just outside on the windowsill. It sat there, with its blue wings illuminated by the sunlight. I imagined that it came to listen, to hear my feelings. Suddenly, it began to fly, as if it was dancing to the music. In that moment, I felt a connection I had never experienced before. It was as if it understood my pain, my dedication. But also, I was envious of its freedom. I thought of the butterfly often, wishing it would return one day. It never did, of course. I went on to enter medical school to become a doctor. That trajectory is hardly a surprise considering my upbringing. I had perfect grades, all while collecting as many accolades as I could along the way. But it was never enough, nor was it what I wanted. While growing up, my father taught me to abstain from anything that he deemed a waste of time. This included interacting with my peers. It wasn't that I wanted to socialize, but I was never given the chance to explore interests of my own. In fact, I never felt that I had anything in common with anyone, even those who competed against me.
Damn.
They were beneath me. Lazy, incompetent, simple-minded, inferior.
Damn, I understand that feeling of looking down on people because you're jealous of them. I understand that feeling all too well.
But none of that mattered. My entire self-worth was determined by my work and the approval of my father. But it took his passing for me to finally realize that. I hated him for it. I hated that he allowed me to become so cold just for him to die and leave me with this burden. The
Yeah,
power
that's
I had
understandable.
strived for my whole life left me with an emptiness. I came to the conclusion that people like my father were unfit to exist in this world. To prevent their foolish influence from bringing about the same fate as my own, I decided to take responsibility. To cull the commoners. As a doctor, I would administer lethal doses to my patients. I killed anyone I deemed foolish. At least, that was how it started. It wasn't long before I began murdering anyone who walked through my door. It came as no surprise to me. In fact, I had known all along. People exist for me to dominate. Their purpose is for my own amusement. That is my role in this tragic universe, and that is theirs. If I had things my way, I would kill everyone.
You see, Gachito, I'm a serial killer as well. We all are. I figured as much. You, however, have lost your memory. Before I continue, what was the clue you found with Ben? You found a shelter with incomplete diagrams. Diagrams? Of what? The area. They were like maps. As in blueprints of the house? No, like the whole area. More than that, I can only recognize some parts. Was there anything else in the shelter? Is there anything else in the shelter? A list of all of our names, except for mine. As I suspected. So that leaves the question, who made those diagrams? And are you also a serial killer? I have a strong feeling that you're not, and that plays an important role in my theory. Instead, I believe that you are part of the reason why we're here. This is my theory. What, this is some kind of program to try to rehabilitate them? And that I'm the one who brought everyone here? And wiped my memory?
First, this is some sort of purgatory.
Interesting.
All of us have already died in the real world.
Yeah, that would make the most sense. The fact that everyone there is awful people would make sense. The real question is how I ended up there and what I did.
Second, you are not.
Trust. Discover harmony, trust. What? I don't belong there? First is some sort of purgatory. All is right. I know. Second, you're not. I was assuming she was gonna say you were not meant to be here. Or that I don't belong. Before she can finish, Harmony seemingly flashes out of existence along with everything else. That would make the most sense, because why would I be there if I didn't kill people? And it makes sense why, no matter how many times I died, it didn't. I kept going back. Before she can finish, Harmony seemingly flashes out of existence along with everything else. Yeah, and I kept hearing things, so maybe I was on the verge of life and death. I wasn't fully dead, whereas they were. Like, I'm in the hospital right now, which is why every day I woke up in that place, I was hearing people like, oh yeah, because the very first thing they say is, gotcha to wake up. This was a rather disappointing performance, gotcha to. What? A voice surrounds you, regal and omnipresent. You went around seducing them all, like some kind of serial lover. Oh no. Oh fuck. It's really just regal and omnipresent. It's a stupid name. I think you were bested by the Harmony girl. How did she figure it out anyway? It was bested by Harmony? What is this place? Where did she go? Who are you? Where did she go? I'm ending it here. I've moved the participants elsewhere for now. I need to spend more time on them. I've seen enough. Moved them? For now, before they're sent to the abyss. Figured I would do you the favor of cutting it short. I assume you wanted to try something new. This was entertaining, to say the least. Entertaining? I've died countless times. What? Is that not on purpose? Oh my. It's more grave than I thought. Am I? What do you mean? I don't remember who I am. You mean that wasn't part of the performance? No. Well, this can't be good. Sorry, Gachito, but I'll have to have this reviewed. I don't know what will happen to you, but I doubt you'll be allowed to continue here. In the meantime, I'll remove you from here. Wait. What is it? There are rules, Gachito. I'm afraid there's no way out of this. Must be done. What? on. I want answers, damn it. Who am I? Who are they? What is this trial? Yes! 1,000,000 scores! Holy cow. I lived. Judgment. Seduce the voice. Okay, maybe your performance wasn't that bad. But I'm sorry, Gachiso. I still have to have this reviewed. Again! I should have known it wasn't going to be that easy if it was some kind of boss fight. Here, I thought Harmony was the boss. The music is banging. And I love the visuals. I'm gonna be very upset. There's a third song though. 'Cause I don't know how long I can. Gotta be quiet and lock it. I'm sad I missed that. That fruit my score. I didn't get that playlist. Unlock all tracks in arcade. That means I finished. That means this is the end of the game. Well, I guess nobody has to know. But, fine. You've convinced me, Gachito. Just know that I could get in a lot of trouble for this. Regardless, my decision for the participants will remain the same. Despite your unorthodox methods, you still did a good job bringing out their true spirit. Although, this is the first time I've seen a world so broken. Perhaps I'll have to ask what happened there. Now then, I'll have you removed shortly. Serial lover. But fine, you convinced me. Just know that I could get on. So they're still gonna get sent to the abyss, and there's nothing we can do. Still a good job. Good job bringing out their true spirit. Although this is the first time. I'll have you removed shortly, so I don't have long. The others removed, you're left alone to reflect. Seems this fate was inevitable. You think to yourself, what the hell was that? I feel like shit now. What a horrible experience that was. My crap, did I just sue this guy? I wonder if I can still go back. Post credits? Beat the game. Yo, I did it, y'all. The game wasn't like the longest, but also, you know, I guess it depends entirely on, you know, who you are. And those are the voices. Mustache cap. I guess it, yeah, it entirely depends on, you know, what you did. I did the easiest mode, so I could actually get through the story, but I left so many questions. So they were in some kind of purgatory, but it didn't answer who I was. I wonder if I had not skipped all the way down to the bottom I wonder if I can still go back if I would have gotten more answers. Which is why after the credits end, I'm going to choose the other options and see if I can get some answers. Because it could be that regardless of what option you choose, it just ends the game. Yeah, seducing a bunch of serial killers is kind of crazy, huh? But the fact that it said that it wasn't just a quote-unquote performance, that I let them kill me, this means that from their point of view, I let that happen. Because in their point of view, they thought that we were you know, it's all our cuts. Oh, and a Twitch person. From their point of view, we were us not having our memory was an act. But no, we actually did not have our memory, so we were not supposed to lose our memory. After we get through the credits, I really want to know more. If I can try to find some. That is a lot of credits. Please do not include my name in the credits. That's great. That's funny that they decided to put that in like that for that person's name. Made with Unity. Thank you for playing. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. Well worth the purchase. I still have so many questions, though. What happened? Wait, did it restart? An inevitable fate. Where am I? Hello? Oh, you're here too. Oh, so this is what's gonna... This is the end. That's cheap. I suppose whoever's in charge is a sore loser. So go back. What happened? Where am I? Hello. Cheapest whoever's in charge is. I don't know how much more of this I can take. What the fuck? Aw, you're so mad your face is turning red. Shut the fuck up. Pierce Gotcha didn't come along with us. Interesting. Wonder what they'll do now. If I beat the game, what is there? To be continued. Is there gonna be a second game? There is gonna be another game! Let's go! I'm actually super excited for that. I will be getting that game. I will be getting that game. Let's go! That's actually so exciting. What? You wanted more? This is just the beginning. Let's go, y'all! Let's go! That's what I want to hear, y'all! Let's go! I will be playing Serial Killer or Serial Lover Killing Spree. I will be playing that. I wanted so much more of these characters, and that makes me so happy. Let me indubitably put this. I do want to know what happens if I choose the other options though. Like, does it go to the credits regardless? I'm gonna choose whatever is the next. What the hell was that? If it just goes to the credits, I'm just gonna assume that every option goes straight to... Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume they all go straight to the credits. Okay, that makes me really happy. I'm still missing a bunch of achievements. S rank any track in arcade. Oh god. Too easy. Full combo any track in arcade. Yep, I knew there'd be a full combo one. I'll pass. Die in every possible way, not including failing the tracks. Crap. I'd have to go back to get that one. Just rank all tracks on easy or higher? What? Let's rank all tracks on hard or higher. Full combo all tracks on easy and on hard or higher. What is that even? I mean, I know this is a that kind of game, but I will not be getting any of those. Could probably try to go for the extra one for that. Could try to full combo one in the arcade. Where's the Teddy one? That Teddy one was stupid easy. Actually, this will be an easy one. I should be able to full combo this. Hey, don't question me, y'all. This counts. If this gives me the achievement, I'll take it. Fuck. I can do this. Come on. It's like 5 seconds. No! I'm so dumb. So dumb and chopped. I'm so dumb. I panicked. I did it again. I got to the same spot and panicked again. I'm literally throwing. If they count this, I'm counting it. Think S and full combo. I missed one. Win! Oh my god. Did y'all see me miss one? I didn't see me miss one. Try one more time. That's chopped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would have had to have been towards the end because I only got 70. Oh, that's a miss. I only got 72, and apparently there was like 90 something. Well. This is another problem with rhythm games. Is you just want to keep going and going and going. Because you start feeling like, oh my god, I'm so close. I can get this. I can get this. Next thing you know, can't turn my phone off. That's so frustrating. I got a phone call twice, and the phone call threw me off. I really think I would have had it that last one if it hadn't been for the phone call. Man, now I'm missing little things. Okay, halfway through. Okay, one more try for real, and then I'll let it go. More good try, that is. At least for now. I might come back to this in a later stream. But it wouldn't be like a Serial Lover Part 3 since I already beat the game. It would just be... Okay, one more because I'm talking. It'd be just me playing on a different game and then like switching over to this to like play the rhythm game section, like the arcade section. Some of the music in this is pretty good. Yeah, trying to full combo everything. On hard would be impossible. Because, there we go, too easy, full combo any track in arcade. Something that only really anyone has. 4.7% of players have this. Technically I cheated. I full comboed the easiest one, but it's okay. But yeah, there's no way in any world I would be able to, yeah, I knew that was a 5. Holy fuck, was that hard. There's no way I'm ever... All tracks? Yeah, these two, there's no way in hell I'm ever going to be able to do these on... Dude, I couldn't even beat the first song of the game. What was the first song of the game? This. I couldn't even beat the first song of the game on normal. And they want me to try to beat the entire track on hard? That's crazy. And full combo at that for one of the achievements. But I beat it. I beat this game, dang it. I beat it. I'm looking forward to Serial Lover Killing Spree. I will definitely be following the game for the next one. Which sucks though because the other one just barely came out, so it'll be a while before. But alright y'all, that is a good place to end the stream for today. I know this one was a bit shorter than the other stream, but it's also because I don't have any more of the game to stream. However, come the next time I stream, I will be streaming probably more until then. Thank you all so much for joining me for this. It was a lot of fun. At some point, I might open the game back up and try to knock out some more of these achievements because I'm now up to 23 out of 29. I really don't see me getting some of these because one is hidden. One is die in every way, which I could get that one. That's 24. S ranking on all tracks on easy and full comboing on all tracks on easy seems like impossible. Yeah, no, because there those level 5 ones, I would have to not only S those but full combo those for those, and that's on easy. You saw how hard I was struggling. This is the easiest difficulty, so I could barely pass them. So I'm probably never getting any of I'm not getting the accuracy or combo achievements. So that's 4 right there. That's 25. So that's only 2 more achievements I could possibly get, which is the all pass lead to death and the hidden achievement, which I have no idea what that is. But yeah, after I end the stream here, I'm going to be giving the game a review. The game's really fun. Um and I like actually 100% recommend trying it out for yourself if you have yet to do so and you enjoyed watching. But yeah, that's going to be all from me. Thank you all again so much for joining, and I look forward to playing some more the next time we talk. So yeah. I might try at some point also when I hop on this game again to try to full combo a different track just so I feel more like I earned it, because again, I did kind of full combo the easiest track there was, or at least the shortest track there was. And it was relatively easy. But yeah, no, that's gonna be all for now. I'm gonna let y'all go. Thank you all so much once again, and I look forward to streaming some more very soon. All right, and click.